What's going on, guys?
Alright, so you're on this video because you're curious about Recaro SR7s in RSX, DC5, etc. That chassis. So I couldn't find anything on the internet about going about this. It seems pretty simple, but obviously ordering certain parts, you don't know if it's going to work correctly. Especially certain parts that we'll get into that you're ordering from, Japan websites that can be a little skeptical at first. So the seat that I have here, which there are many different versions, the seat that I have here is just the SR7, and it is the KK100 model, which I guess is based off fabric and different things. I'm not sure, but that's the model that I'm putting in. I think it's all the same for all the different SR7 models. It doesn't matter which color. So that's that. I got this seat off eBay, off a seller off eBay that sells a whole bunch of things. I mean, you can, definitely authentic. You can search up the QR code and it pops up everything on the Recaro website that they're authentic. So I couldn't find any rail, slider, etc., any kind of ones off PLM or planted, all the different manufacturers for different rails. I didn't know what worked with what. Nothing ever said SR7. I didn't know if I tried to source some rails from the OEM SR4s that come in the DC5 Type R, but didn't know if those would work. Glad I didn't, because they will not. SR4 and SR7 use different, I guess, mounting. The length between the two holes are different, so those don't work. So don't do that. What I ended up doing was, and there's a few different websites, but I got this rail off of Right Hand Drive Japan, which their website is just rhdjapan.com. It's a website based in Japan. They sell all kinds of different stuff, a lot of just Japanese parts, stuff that you really can't buy in the US, that are not on websites that are in the US. But if you look up this, and this is the number right there, the 2085.552.1, you can see it says Honda DC5 and it says L. So that's another thing. I was curious, which, I mean, it should be the same left and right, but their cars being right-hand drive, you don't know if there's going to be any difference. There is not. So their passenger is our driver, obviously. I mean, if you're doing driver, you get left. If you're doing passenger, you get right. It's pretty simple. So this was the driver's seat. I got left. There's everything. You can see it says the L. Again, there's the part number. You search that into their website or any other website, and it'll pop up. Obviously the shipping is expensive. I mean, you're going overseas. The box has a decent size to it, so there's that. I mean, yeah, you're gonna pay quite a bit in shipping. So once you have these two things, which I believe this is the best way to do it: Recaro seat, Recaro rail, slider, good quality. You're not going to run into anything weird. So once you have this, so the seat itself came with a bag right there, and it just had 4 bolts and these little washers, which it doesn't want to focus. So that's what the seat came with. The rail came with actually quite a bit. Came with this bag. Has some big washers in it, some bolt with a nut, some cap, I'm not sure, stuff in that. Another bag with kind of a lot of bolts. A lot of bolts, a lot of nuts, spacers, a lot of stuff. Really, truly, I'm not sure how even exactly. The spacers, I'm guessing, are for just height adjustment. If you get this in the car and it's too low or you want it at an angle, you have some spacers to add in there. For all the bolts, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to use the bolts that came with the seat. There's 4 mounting holes, there's 4 bolts. The length is good. I don't see why not just use those. I'm not sure about these. This, I couldn't tell you, don't know. I have no idea what that is. So there's that. When you get here, I mean, if you've done this before, you're pretty, you know how this goes. But you adjust the seat or the rail, the slider, all the way up, and then you're able to access your bottom bolts, and those go there in the big hole, and then again there. I was halfway into this and I thought I should just make a video just because, like I said, I couldn't find anything. And I think, information is good. This video would have been nice for me when I was looking to put these seats in my car. So, go ahead and demonstrate putting in the top 2. As you can see, lines up. Actually, no, I guess you can't see. But that hole right there lines up. These bolts are just a, where is it? 6 Allen. Pretty simple. Get it in there. And that's that. I mean, same thing on the other side. Pretty self-explanatory. Really just wanted to make the video more so on the information about, the rail and the slider, and I don't know, maybe someone could use the information. So that's it. Like I said, I don't know, I'm unaware of all the bolts there. There's no other bolts that you need. You put those 4 in, you're good. I'm just ready to go in the car. You obviously use just your OEM bolts to actually mount it in the car, and that's it. Like I said, I think it's just the best option. I mean, unless, you can figure something else out, props to you, I guess, but that's it. It's got a nice Recaro logo on the little handlebar for the slider. That won't focus. Yeah. That's that. Again, there's the part number for the seat. And there's the part number for the rail. And I'll leave the link to Right Hand Drive Japan's website just so you can click on the description and get straight to that website. And look it up. See if that's what you're interested in. All right, peace.